Does LeBron James run the Lakers? LeBron James' agent Rich Paul claimed that the star is not influential in the club's management. The star player is almost touted as the unofficial general manager of the Lakers. However, according to his agent Rich Paul, LeBron's influence on the club's management is not as great as one might think. Appearing on The Rich Eisen Show, Paul said that the star player has a limited role in the decision-making process. That's not true. I can say that because I've been there. Nobody thinks about the off-court impact this narrative has on people. It's hurting friendships. Some players in the team might think they sent me out of the team because you didn't want me, but I know that's not true. Paul also said that LeBron James' occasional expressions of opinion have been misinterpreted. When somebody comes and says, "What do you think about this player?" maybe you say, "Well, I don't know," or you don't comment at all. And then, if they come back and say, "We're thinking about doing it," and you say, "If that's what you think, do it." It doesn't mean that you're making a decision. It's just saying, "Okay, if it's best for you, do it. I'm not the team owner. I'm not in management." It's undeniable that LeBron James has great influence as a player. However, Rich Paul emphasized that James does not use that power to manage teams. Greg Popovich has been through a lot. Greg Popovich, the legendary coach of the San Antonio Spurs, suffered a partial stroke in November last year and had to miss the entire season. Then, last month, Popovich suffered another unfortunate setback and recently stepped down as Spurs head coach and was named president of basketball operations. When Popovich collapsed in a restaurant, there was a huge commotion in the restaurant, and according to reports, Greg Popovich was in no condition to react to what was said when the 911 emergency line was first called. According to the caller, Popovich regained consciousness and began to respond within a few minutes. NBA's best five of the season announced. Top 5: Giannis Antetokounmpo, Milwaukee Bucks; Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Oklahoma City Thunder; Nikola Jokic, Denver Nuggets; Donovan Mitchell, Cleveland Cavaliers; Jason Tatum, Boston Celtics, second best 5; Jalen Brunson, New York Knicks; Stephen Curry, Golden State Warriors; Anthony Edwards, Minnesota Timberwolves; LeBron James, Los Angeles Lakers; Evan Mobley, Cleveland Cavaliers; third best 5, Cade Cunningham, Detroit Pistons; Tyrese Halliburton, Indiana Pacers; James Harden, LA Clippers; Karl Anthony Towns, New York Knicks; Jalen Williams, Oklahoma City Thunder. Other players who didn't make the teams but received votes are as follows: Alperen Sengun, Jaren Jackson Jr., Kerr Duarte, Ivica Zubac, Darius Garland, Domantas Sabonis, Pascal Siakam, Bam Adebayo, Trae Young, and Devin Booker. A bombshell statement from Michael Jordan's former agent. As expected, Falk's answer to the question, "Who do you think is the best player in history?" was Michael Jordan. David Falk, on the other hand, said that he doesn't consider LeBron James one of the 2 best players in history. Here's what Jordan's former agent had to say on the subject. "I don't think LeBron is one of the 2 best players in history. Second to Jordan would be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Kobe Bryant. I actually really like LeBron, but if Jordan, like LeBron, could choose which team and which stars to play with, he would probably have 15 championships.